My friend, the future of a country needs order. Otherwise, there is a reason why this country is in peace. We could as well easily be in the same situation with our neighbors.
Naona wengine wamekasirika. CDF anaongea siasa. CDF hakuongea siasa. Alisema vile katiba inasema.
Murkomen and Kimani Ichung'wah are the last people to come out and defend the statements which were made by the CDF Kahariri. Murkomen and Kimani Ichung'wah are one of the blue-eyed boys of William Ruto, and they should do that because they hold those positions. But one of the people who is taking an extra mile, and I think is sacrificing all his political career, is Kimani Ichung'wah, and I'm going to tell you the reason. Remember, Kari came out and made statements saying that people who chant Ruto must go, must stop with immediate effect. Murkomen came out to defend, Kimani Ichung'wah came out to defend. But I see Kimani Ichung'wah as one of the black sheep in a kraal of cows. The reason I'm saying this is Kimani Ichung'wah comes from the backyard of Gachagua. Okay? That means everything he says, defending Ruto and going against Gachagua, it will have a ripple effect. Leave alone Murkomen. Murkomen, even if he defends Ruto, he has higher chances of coming back because he comes from the stronghold of Ruto. But Kimani Ichung'wah coming out to say those statements, it sacrifices his political career. So in this episode, I've come to analyze for you the statements of where I think Ruto is using the army and these pawns of Murkomen and Kimani Ichung'wah to threaten the Gen Zs, what it means for our politics, and most importantly, the sedimentaries we can learn from the politics of our nation. But before I do this, I want you to know that if you're new to this channel, please subscribe. If geopolitics and economics is what you want, this will be definitely the right channel for you to subscribe to. So, Kimani Ichung'wah and Murkomen came out to affirm the statements which were said by Kahariri. Kahariri made a political statement. And we all know that one of the successes of Kenya, it has always left the army from politics. And that is a plus. When you see the army engaging in political undertones, you clearly see that it is deemed to fail. Okay? So Murkomen and Kahariri came out to explain even more. They came out to say that the people who said those statements are at a table knowing that there are some schemers who are plotting to overthrow the government. But we all know that Ruto must go chant was brought up about of the failures. To whom much is given, much is expected. Ruto was loved to an extent that he beat the system, the biggest opposition leader, Raila Amolo Odinga, and the sitting president. And since very many Kenyans had hope in him, they also wanted him to deliver at that stage. If you ask me if he delivered, the answer is no. That's why people are coming out to say Ruto must go. So Murkomen came out and said these statements. Listen very carefully.
If we are going to become a country that has order, my friend, forget about this thing you are answering the Chief of Defense Forces and the NIS Director. Those two gentlemen are speaking from information. They are warning you, they are warning your country, they are warning your future. You are making social media arguments here and politicians speaking out here and there. My friend, the future of a country needs order. Otherwise, there is a reason why this country is in peace. We could as well easily be in the same situation with our neighbors. We are not too special. We could be sitting in a refugee camp in another country. We have to warn ourselves as a nation that we must do our things in order. Tukifanya elections, kuna njia ya kwenda kutoa watu kwa viti. Mtu akikosea, kuna njia ya impeachment. Mtu akifanya hii kuna mahali pa kushikwa na kufungwa.
That is Murkomen. Murkomen is ascertaining that the CDF Kahariri and Nuruddin Haji are speaking at a platform where they know more that people want to overthrow the government. But in my previous video, I came out to say that the people are supreme. If the Kenyan people come out to ask Ruto to go, trust me, he goes. So Murkomen is buttressing what Kahariri said. And Kahariri's statement is Ruto's statement. I remember when Murkomen was in the Senate, was one of the vibrant, he came out to defend Ruto when the then President Uhuru Kenyatta was breaking the constitution. It's the reason as to why when Gachagua was being hounded of government, voices like Murkomen, who came out to fight for Ruto in the Senate, I think they looked at these things which are going on and scratched their head. There's a philosopher who came out to say that the more things change, the more they remain the same. Okay? It would not have been Murkomen coming out to affirm the statements of Kahariri. I keep on telling people that at least if you see something bad, rather keep quiet. Because a person who keeps quiet is not held accountable. It's the same thing where Kimani Ichung'wah came out to say, blah, blah, those who want to overthrow Ruto's government should not do so. Ruto has failed. People in Kenya have a right to overthrow him. Kasongo has failed. Okay, that's the truth. Okay? Let me also play you the video of Kimani Ichung'wah before I proceed. Here's the
CDF wajeshi ati ameongea siasa sababu amesema hata wale mnasema Ruto must go ni haki yenu ya kikatiba. Na kama mko na haki ya kusema hayo, mungoje wakati wa uchaguzi, muangalie kazi yake, mufanye uchaguzi kulingana na katiba. Naona wengine wamekasirika. CDF anaongea siasa. CDF hakuongea siasa. Alisema vile katiba inasema. Kama unataka kuondoa kiongozi kwa kiti, kiongozi yoyote hata mbunge, ungoje wakati wa uchaguzi ama ufanye recall kulingana na katiba. Lakini wale wanaongea hayo, unajua walikuwa wameamini mwaka uliopita ati wamefaulu kupindua serikali ya William Ruto. Ndio sasa wameanza kwaya must go. Na mimi nimewambia mkisema Ruto must go, na mimi nasema Ruto must go forward with his transformative agenda for Kenya until we change this country. Yes.
What I've realized, that is Kimani Ichung'wah is coming out to say that they should wait Ruto to finish his 2 years. I keep on telling people if somebody is discussing how powerful they are in public, it means that they are not powerful. Powerful people don't speak, they speak with actions. If you see the blue-eyed boys of William Ruto like Kimani Ichung'wah and Murkomen coming out to ask the Kenyan people to leave Ruto to serve for 2 years, it means that they are in fear that they may be taken out by the Kenyan regime. I keep on telling people that the people can decide to take Ruto home before his term ends. It is very possible. Even the constitution talks about that. They can do civil disobedience until they force Ruto out. Okay? Leave alone the impeachment process. So these people are trying to reduce on the agitation, to tell people that those people who would want Ruto to go, to wait for 2.5 years, because they know that if the Kenyan people wake up and they decide that Ruto must go, trust me, he can go. We've seen presidents being forced to leave power. The constitution allows that. Okay? So these two people are trying to reduce. This is I think they are making these statements. They are trying to reduce on the fire that is burning in the Gen Zs because they tested. I keep on telling people that apart from that, there is no agitation which has ever been high like the Gen Zs. One can come out to say that it was the 207. 207 was a political, was headed by the politicians. It was violent. It was tribal. The Gen Zs rose up without being headed by the politician. And fear and agitation that is headless The Gen Zs were sporadic from Rift Valley, okay, to central Kenya, to Nyanza. And for me, I keep on saying that it is the biggest agitation. So those statements are aimed at reducing the fire or extinguishing the fire, which is burning the spirit of the Gen Zs, so that they leave Ruto to serve. But I keep on telling the Kenyan people that it's very possible to throw out this stupid regime. Ruto Kaongo failed to deliver. And if he doesn't wake up to smell the coffee, okay, he's going to be thrown out. He's the same person who used to come out to say that Uhuru was building a tribal block from Uhuru, Mudavadi. You remember those days when Ruto was alone. Now he's doing the same thing. He's building a tribal block, gathering Mudavadi, Wetangula, then Uhuru, to fight his political nemesis, but it will fail. Of course, that's my opinion. Do make much by commenting about this. Thank you very much for listening in. If this is the first time on this channel, I implore you to subscribe, like, and comment so that I can be motivated to do more of such videos. I'll see you on another one. Peace.